The council chamber of Zephyria Station buzzed with tension as representatives from 12 different species gathered around the obsidian conference table. Ana Martinez sat quietly in her chair, her hands folded calmly in her lap, while alien delegates towered over her with their various forms of natural weaponry, razor-sharp claws, venomous spines, and armored carapaces that could deflect plasma bolts. The human refuses to carry standard armament, chittered Ambassador Vextar, his mandibles clicking with disapproval. How can we trust someone so defenseless to lead this mission? Helen Chen, Anna's longtime friend and fellow human diplomat, shifted uncomfortably in her seat. She wore the standard-issue plasma pistol and neural disruptor that all station personnel carried. Anna has her reasons, she said diplomatically. The Krillian war chief Gorthak slammed his massive fist on the table, causing the holographic display to flicker. We've faced the Void Syndicate, the most ruthless pirate organization in the galaxy. They've destroyed entire colonies, enslaved populations, and their leader Draketh the Destroyer has never been defeated in combat. You expect us to follow an unarmed human into battle? Anna finally looked up, her brown eyes meeting each delegate's gaze in turn. A slight smile played at the corners of her mouth. You want to know why I don't carry weapons? She stood slowly, her movements fluid and precise. I am the weapon. The room fell silent except for the ambient hum of the station's life support systems. Admiral Zith of the Aquarian fleet leaned forward, his gill slits fluttering with curiosity. Explain yourself, human. Weapons are tools, Anna said, beginning to pace around the table. They extend your reach, amplify your force, give you advantages you don't naturally possess. But they're external. They can be lost, stolen, broken, or turned against you. She paused behind the Krillian's chair. Tell me, Gorthak, what happens if someone disarms you? The war chief's orange eyes narrowed. I still have my natural strength, my claws, Your biology, Anna interrupted. Yes. Now imagine if your entire body was a weapon, not just parts of it. Every muscle fiber, every reflex, every thought process honed for combat efficiency. She moved to the center of the room where a holographic tactical display showed the Void Syndicate's fortress, a massive asteroid base bristling with defense systems. Helen, tell them about Earth's history. Helen nodded, understanding immediately. Humans evolved as persistence hunters on a death world. Our planet tried to kill us with ice ages, volcanic eruptions, predators, diseases, and natural disasters. Those who survived were the ones who could adapt, improvise, and overcome anything. But that was your primitive past, scoffed Ambassador Vextar. You're civilized now. Anna's smile widened. Civilization didn't replace our nature. It refined it. We took our natural abilities and perfected them through millennia of warfare, competition, and survival. Every human is born with the potential to become a living weapon. Some of us just choose to unlock that potential. The lights suddenly dimmed as station alarms began blaring. Emergency lighting bathed the chamber in red as blast doors sealed the exits. This is Station Commander Arcturus, came the panicked voice over the intercom. We're under attack. Void Syndicate forces have breached the outer hull. All personnel to battle stations. Through the reinforced viewport, the delegates could see sleek black fighters swarming around the station's defensive grid. Explosions lit up the darkness of space as the battle raged. Gorthak reached for his weapon, but a metallic clang echoed through the chamber as something struck the blast door. Then another, and another. They're cutting through, Helen whispered, drawing her plasma pistol. The other delegates scrambled for defensive positions, brandishing their various weapons and natural defenses. Anna remained standing in the center of the room, perfectly still. The blast door glowed white-hot as cutting torches worked from the other side. Sparks cascaded to the floor like deadly rain. Within moments, a section of the door collapsed inward with a thunderous crash. 6 figures in black combat armor poured through the breach, weapons raised. Their leader stepped forward, removing his helmet to reveal the scarred face of Draketh, the destroyer himself. "Council delegates," he said with mock politeness. "You're coming with us. Try to resist, and we'll make your deaths slow." The delegates raised their weapons, but Draketh's forces had them outnumbered and outgunned. Advanced plasma rifles tracked each potential target. "Wait," Anna called out, stepping forward with her hands visible and empty. "You're Draketh, aren't you? I've heard so much about you." The pirate leader's eyes narrowed with suspicion. "You're the human. I was told about you, the one too foolish to carry weapons." He gestured with his rifle. "How's that working out?" "Better than you might think." Anna's posture remained relaxed, conversational. "You know, I've studied your tactical records. 17 major engagements, never defeated. Impressive." Draketh preened at the compliment. "Flattery won't save you." "I'm not trying to be saved," Anna replied. "I'm buying time." "For what?" Anna's smile turned predatory. "For you to make a mistake." It happened faster than conscious thought could follow. As Draketh began to raise his weapon, Anna moved. Her body became a blur of calculated violence, not the wild flailing of desperation, but the precise application of physics, anatomy, and psychology. She stepped inside Draketh's guard, her left hand deflecting his rifle barrel, while her right struck his throat with surgical precision. As he gasped for air, she pivoted, using his own body weight to throw him into the nearest pirate. The rifle clattered across the floor. The other pirates tried to track her with their weapons, but Anna was already among them. She flowed like water around their fire, each movement serving multiple purposes: dodging, striking, positioning. Every part of her body was a weapon: elbows to break joints, knees to collapse armor, her skull to shatter their visors. In less than 30 seconds, 6 of the galaxy's most feared pirates lay unconscious or incapacitated on the chamber floor. Anna stood over them, barely breathing hard. The council delegates stared in stunned silence. "Human physiology is remarkable," Anna said casually, straightening her diplomatic uniform. "Opposable thumbs, binocular vision, redundant organ systems. But our real advantage isn't physical, it's mental. We see patterns, adapt strategies, exploit weaknesses faster than most species can process the information." She looked around at the awed faces watching her. "Every human has this potential. We're not stronger than a Krillian, faster than a Zentorian, or more poisonous than a Vextari, but we're more adaptable than all of them combined. That's why we don't need weapons. We make weapons out of everything around us, including ourselves." Helen shook her head in amazement. "Anna, that was incredible. But how did you know they would attack right now?" Anna's smile turned slightly sheepish. "I didn't. But I've learned to be ready for anything, anywhere, anytime. That's what makes humans dangerous. We're always prepared for the impossible." Admiral Zith slowly lowered his weapon. "The mission to stop the Void Syndicate, you still want to lead it?" "Of course," Anna replied, "though I think we'll need a new strategy now that their leader needs medical attention." As security forces arrived to take the unconscious pirates into custody, the council delegates looked at the small human woman with new respect. They had asked why she never carried weapons. Now they understood. Some weapons you don't carry. Some weapons you become.